Hey, what's happening? So, you caught me watching my buddy Tom from What in the World and Warren and Erica from We Sell. There's some YouTubers that I've met. I met them in January of last year. We went on a charter, just a little vacation, wife and I, and had just such a great time with them. And I follow their channel. If you love watching selling channels on YouTube, then What in the World and We Sell, you gotta watch them. They're freaking amazing people, very authentic, just great people. So yeah, you caught me sitting down waiting for Nick to come to help out. We're gonna have to go to Lowe's to pick up some supplies. There is so much to do. Made a list here and it's daunting actually. So I gotta seal the mop floor. I got to install shades. The HVAC duct is coming next week. Then I can install the floor. Then I can build the subfloor and the mats, seal the windows, install the doors, touch up paint, install baseboards, build the front desk. We have to install the internet cables to the pro shop. We got to move all of our stuff. Oh, and by the way, I got a call for the city inspector to come out and give us our final inspection. And then we got to move, and I have to do all that in 14 days. I knew it would come to a head, and it sure has, and we have a lot of work to do today and through the weekend, and then next week is when all the big stuff happens. So it's super crazy to see the transformation of the store. We had Josh Jankowski, he came out and put all the vinyl on the front. It looks amazing. And then I finished up all of our decorative walls. It's just a little touch that we've done. Let me show you this. I absolutely am in love with this tongue and groove wood. So basically, some of the scraps, what we did is, so you get this tongue and groove wood, we stain it different colors. It's just pine, it's really simple wood. But where I got this idea was camping up in Colorado at my friend's cabin, and on the interior of the cabin, they use this tongue and groove wood. And so I was like, man, that's so beautiful. So anyway, you stain it up, you cut it in random, that's the beauty of it. You cut it in random pieces, throw it up on the wall, it looks great. I actually back it with some 1x2s, so I'll nail these to the walls, screw these to the walls, and then whenever I am brad nailing the panels on here, then it goes straight into the wood versus going to the sheetrock. So it's really, really durable. It holds really strong. I think it looks good. What do you think? You may or may not like it. So, all right. So we have sort of been keeping this part a secret, and I have a couple things I'm going to talk today in this vlog. So the first one is our mats. So typically what we do is we'll have our mat straight on the ground. Most martial arts schools do that. Some have like a puzzle mat. We use some nice hybrid Dolomer zebra mats, really thick. So let me show you what we're doing. We got some old mat from one of my instructors, and basically some old mat here. We're cutting it up into 4x4 squares, okay? So we're cutting it up in the 4x4 squares. The reason why I like using this style of mat is because of this piece of vinyl right here on the top. So because of this, and it's not just foam, whenever we use liquid nails, then it really adheres to this very well. So what we're gonna do is, everybody's wondering, what the heck do you have 100 sheets of plywood for? Oh, don't fall. So basically what we're doing is we're gonna glue these, liquid nail these to the bottom of this plywood, probably 10 or 12 of these pieces. We're gonna flip this upside down, and so basically you're gonna have the foam, you're gonna have a piece of plywood. Then we're gonna also put another piece of plywood the other way, that way all the seams are reinforced. And then we put our mats on top of that. So it's actually gonna have some give. It almost reminds me of whenever I used to do gymnastics, we would have a spring floor. And so it's really nice to roll on. If you're doing a throw or something like that, it's not just the 1.5 inch piece of foam and then concrete. You actually have some give to the whole floor. So that's what we're doing. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be about 4 inches high. And that's going to be our big surprise, our big reveal change that we're doing. One of them, at least. Another thing that Turner Sign Systems did is they do our interior graphics package that we do. So we have our nice logo up here. But one thing that we're really proud of in all of our locations is our 5 surefire rules for success. It's something that we pull a lot of our mat chats from and just, our leadership training from. First one is show up. Right? Most important thing on anything in life is to show up. Second one is going to be positive attitude. You can't do everything with a positive attitude, but you can do everything better with a positive attitude than you can a negative attitude. And that's really, hopefully you have seen that within these vlogs, right? Getting kicked out the day before Christmas Eve is no fun, especially whenever this is your livelihood in your business, right? So we've tried to have a good attitude, and hopefully you've seen that throughout the vlogs. So then we have our pay attention. Everything, the difference between being good and great is the details. So, we always tell our students, make sure you pay attention in class. And then the fourth one is going to be ask questions. And then last one, of course, is don't quit. So that's our 5 surefire rules. And then adding value to lives. Adding value to lives is one of our slogans, our motto. And really, that's the ultimate thing that leadership should do, right? Leadership should add value to other people's lives, not just, bring value to my own life. And that's what we try to structure everything within our academy and our leadership training, our franchising, all that is adding value to your life. So, hey, look, if you're watching this, you're interested in owning your own TX Black Belt Academy, you've been intrigued about this, then hit us up or go to TXBBAfranchise.com and learn more. We'd love to talk to you about that. So, shameless plug. One thing that I talked to the landlord about is, anytime you're negotiating, right, you want to try to, get as much as you can from them. And, of course, they're trying to, not give you as much from their end. And so negotiate. So what I negotiated is because we're on this other side, traffic is crazy over here, by the way. It's such a blessing. But, I didn't know that in the beginning. So I was like, hey, look, because we're going to be on the other side, I need more visibility. So look what I actually negotiated. On the back of our building, facing Super Target, we have a huge mega sign that they allowed us to put up. So again, Josh Jankowski, Turner Sign Systems, telling you that guy is legit and knows what he's doing. So, ta-da! We have a second martial arts sign facing Super Target. Freaking amazing. And the cool thing about it is this is the only one on the back side that's actually lit up. So at night, huge and all lit up. So hopefully this will draw more attention to our space as well too. Super excited about this. Again, we had to foot the cost for it, but not one of our locations has 2 signs, especially this big, one facing Super Target. So, and I'm excited about this. Another thing I'm excited about is September 6th. All right, I want to go ahead and drop this plug now. September 6th, we are going to do a grand opening. All right, so we have a huge parking lot right over here by where Big Lots used to be. We're going to fill that up. What I need is if you know someone that has a food truck that's interested in coming out, we want to try to have about 500 to 750 people at the grand opening. So if you know someone that has a food truck, tacos, any kind of food truck at all, we want to get as many as we can here. We're going to have a bounce house. We're going to have a dunking booth. It's going to be like a big carnival. We're going to have face painting going on. We're going to have special free classes that if you're interested in the martial arts, we're going to have classes going on throughout the day. If you already train martial arts, you're welcome to come too. It's going to be an open house. We're going to have different seminars from different instructors that I know that are going to come and teach some martial arts classes. It's going to be super fun. That's September 6th. And I need your help. Been getting sick. Allergies. And this is one thing about me. No. Like whenever I run super hard on a project and I sort of slow down a little bit, my body like just shuts down and start getting this drainage, get an upper respiratory infection. And so this week has actually been a little slow because next week is going to be the busy day. So because it's been a little bit slow at the academy, the work, then I've been able to relax a little bit. And whenever I do that, my body just like hits that brick wall and it's like, so I'm getting a little sick. But just the crud, the junk, the allergies or whatever. Welcome to Texas. So, but yeah, if you know of any food trucks, please send them our way. We would love to have as many out here as possible. Anything like that's going to draw people. We're looking for 500 to 750 people to come, and we really want to make our grand opening just a big to-do. So appreciate y'all on that. September 6th. Again, thank y'all so much for watching. We really appreciate it. Make sure that, if you are interested in martial arts, check us out, www.txbba.com. See you next time.